What's up, everybody? How you doing? So, I didn't think I was going to have another video today. I didn't think I was going to record anything else today. I've recorded 3 videos today. I've done 3 videos today. I didn't think I was going to have another video. But here we are and I have another video. So, um if you remember a ways back, I was talking about how there was let's turn the volume up on this thing a bit. um, the whole Hytale situation and how it was in the hands of another company, and then that company was like, cancel it, don't work on it anymore, we're done. Um, let's just end it. And then somebody named Simon Hypixel, who was one of the original founders working on the project, came along and he was like, I got the money. And it was his retirement money, is my understanding, or something to that effect. And he came along and talked about it, and I guess discussed it with loved ones and discussed it with the community at large. Hytale was meant as unless I'm misunderstanding something here. Hytale was meant to be like Minecraft 2. Like it was meant to be better than Minecraft, which is not hard. Minecraft is not in a good place right now. Minecraft is not well off. So it was meant to be like Minecraft 2, right? So the company that snatched up the rights to it had the whole, all the folks working on it and everything, yada yada yada. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying. This is something that's common knowledge at this point, I would hope. Well, there's been good news lately, and I didn't even know it. I'm one of those people who can be. I look at the positive for as long as I can, but then after a while, I'm like, I completely lose interest. I stop following things, and I'm like, okay, this is like nothing. This is like dead end shit. Nothing's happening. Well, the moment I turn and look away and start doing other things, more information pops up. So let's have a look see here over on Discord. I've been following a Discord server called the Mine, Myne. It has a Quebec in the and I can just show it. I don't know what I'm thinking here. But I can show it. It has like a Quebec up here and everything. And there's a section called Simon Says. There has been a lot going on right now. Um, Thomas Frick. Let's see. What is recently? What is recent? November. Let's see. This is November 14th. Okay, so this is new information. It'll all come up today. So dates: registry expiration 2026, registration expiration update, blah 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 blah. It's just stuff that just started coming up that people were reposting. The protection tags blocking transfers on HTTP semicolon // Hytale.com have just been removed. We'll see a full transfer very soon. So it just took that little bit and the floodgates were open and people knew about it, right? So we'll see a full transfer very soon. And then we look here, it's like domain information, Hytale.com, registry domain, yada, 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 domain status active, name servers, gordon.ns.cloudflare.com, mary.ns.cloudflare.com. Um, it might have, it might even be being transferred right now. And this applies to all Hytale domains, not just Hytale.com. It's happening, guys. I don't know who this Allegro is. I've been just sidetracked by other stuff going on, like with this new Steam hardware and or not Steam, the Valve's new hardware and all this other stuff going on. I haven't been paying attention to this. I looked away from it, and the moment you look away and stop paying attention is when shit happens. And that's what's going on here. And I don't mean shit in a negative light. I just mean things in general. For those who don't understand, these are protection tags on domains. Remove tags are these. These things prevent any transfer, deletion, or update on the domain. Transfer is not possible without removing them. Okay. Speculation, additional information. Removing the protection labels normally takes 1 to 2 days, and this step has been completed. It takes 1 to 3 days for the transfer request to reach the target registrar. I don't know how to pronounce things. In the meantime, the new domain name provider imports the domain and sends a confirmation email to the old register owner asking, do you want to transfer? Approval by the registry can take up to 1 week. However, the situation here is a little different because Mark Monitor is involved. I have no idea. Is not a invalid domain transfer, but the top tier register platform used for corporate IP transfers. This means that the entire process can be completed within 12 to 48 hours, unlike others that take days. Oh, okay, I see. All right. So, okay, we got that much. Then we come here. Okay. Not telling me a whole lot. I think there's information that's kind of missing here. Like who owns this stuff? Like supposedly from what I'm understanding, I'm sitting here reading this and I'm not making a whole lot of sense out of it, but supposedly stuff has been transferred into Simon's name. There's a bunch of information that's been done. I also watched this video and it kind of grabbed my attention. So what's going on with Simon? We're going to take a quick look-see, aren't we? Mr. Hypixel, let's see what's going on with you, my dude. Blah, 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 blah. See, there's nothing new, but then there'll be videos like this where it's just like, apparently he said this. Launcher, website, author, accounts, payment system, name, reservation, etc. All ready or almost ready. Just need the game. We'll let you guys know when it's done. And then this. But I was watching this video and I was like, well, I'm going to do a video myself and do a bit of a dive and see what's going on here with Hytale. And honestly, there's not much here unless I really want to dig. So I guess I'm having to go by what this video is showing me because there's not anything open that I can find. Why is this here? Why is there this weird anime Silent Hill? What is going on? I don't know. Oh, yeah, I remember Maximo versus Army of Zen. That's a pretty good game. I gotta get those games. Anyhow, what am I looking for here? See, there's nothing having to do with Hytale. Like there's not a whole lot going on with Hytale. Yeah, that's so weird. So I feel kind of stupid doing this video when there's nothing right there in the open for me to talk about. But bottom line, stuff has been transferred. The domains are on the same account under the same ownership. Okay. Like it's obviously coming soon. I don't know how excited I am because I've kind of shifted my attention to another game called Everwind. Look it up. You should look it up. And I've just been modding the hell out of Minecraft. May as well call it Modcraft at this point. Other than that, I don't know. So basically the only reason I'm doing this video is because I wanted to give some thoughts. And it's kind of going to explain why I kind of stopped paying attention. After so long of dealing with the company that had it, and they're not being hardly in, there was no transparency. They hardly updated anything, and people hardly knew anything. We didn't realize the game had been restarted. I mean, we knew it was restarted, but we didn't know everything else that was going wrong with it and everything. So, but when things went silent, he talked like it was going to be a few weeks, and it ended up being a couple of months, I think. And at that point, I lost interest again. I lost interest before because of the constant silence. It is not good for, and this goes to anybody who's doing any kind of work on anything. You're developing something. when it comes to the internet, do not be silent. Talk about your game often. Talk about your project often. Uh, because people are going to make assumptions, or they're just going to lose interest. It's this project is dead. This project is dead. A lot of people were saying that, and it ended up dying. It ended up actually being dead. And the company that was owning it and having it developed at the time, Riot Games, I think, like they assumed because everything slowed down and the interest on the internet was gone, and that just people not caring, they thought that was a sign that the project just needed to be ended, just needed to be axed. And that wasn't the case. People just, there wasn't a lot of activity surrounding it because there was no updates, next to no updates. You can't expect people to be freaking excited for a project, for a game, for anything, when you're quiet all the goddamn time. That's what frustrates me about a lot of big corporations. That's what frustrates me about Nintendo and everything, is the secrecy. Fuck the secrecy. That doesn't work these days anymore. You can't be secret. You have to change your way of doing things. Secrecy doesn't help you any. Okay? It does the opposite. It hinders. People lose interest. People move on. People don't do it. And I think that's also partly why Nintendo will oftentimes just shadow drop shit. It's like, you don't need to know this was being worked on. Here it is. Get psyched. You know? And I think that's why some companies do that, just shadow dropping things, you know? I I'm a tired man. I went to go to sleep a while ago and I got woke up by some jackasses coming up my road. Boom, 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 boom. It's like oh, it's so frustrating. But yeah, I still have. I guess I still have a little interest in this game. I still have a little interest. Um, it just depends on how much longer it takes them to release something for people to try out, for people to play with and give feedback on and everything. I mean, the original. Let's look at the original Minecraft when it first came out. There was a lot of back and forth. A lot of people knew what was going on with this game. A lot of people were in on the ground floor, and they pitched in, they bought into it, and they were hooked on it. And but that's because there was a lot of transparency. There was a lot of communication with fans and whatnot, and that's the way it should be. And the reason that Hytale was falling apart is there wasn't a lot of communication. They were treating it like a fucking AAA game. That was never the way to treat it. You needed to treat it just the same way Minecraft was treated at the beginning, as as an indie darling. Everybody's there at the ground floor, knowing what's going on. All the fans, everything needs to be in pretty much in the open. I still just, I don't know. I I was losing interest, and I'm still not super interested anymore. But maybe they can change my mind once I get my hands on it. I'm actually able to try whatever it is that they have. I don't know how far along that it is. I don't know how much of it that they have, but I do look forward to trying it out. And that's all I got to say. I'm out.